This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of Phatts TV, sanctioned by PA Phatts and the non-genetically proven Sun. Any and all words have been authorized during the show. There is nothing off limits. Nobody is restricted from watching and participating in the show. It is a free-for-all. Commencing at the siren, any and all discussions will be legal for an extended period of time. Sports, politics, and any and all controversial topics will be talked about. You have been warned. May God be with us all.
Good evening. Welcome to Phatts TV on this Tuesday night, July the 28th. You know, one of these times you're going to have to do the opening.
Nah.
You think you could say all that?
You have it written down over there. You can't even remember that.
I have to remember the date. I always, gotta think
You're a numbers guy.
about
You're
what the
good.
date is. Yes.
You're good.
Yeah. So it was another hot one here where we are. Speaking of, do you know, it was hot today. It was up near 90
I went outside
again.
at 9 o'clock. It wasn't even hot.
At 9 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Sorry. 4 o'clock.
Do you know what tomorrow is?
Wednesday?
True.
The 29th?
Yes. Do you know what July 29th is every year? Eh?
Am I supposed to?
You should, yes. Yes.
Give me a hint.
Somebody's birthday. Not yours.
Clearly.
I hope they're not watching.
Is it my mother?
Yeah, very good. Very good.
What does she turn? Like 47 tomorrow?
44.
44?
45.
45.
45. She's up there. She's old.
Old.
She is old. So, how you doing on this Tuesday night? Word is you went out and spent a little money yesterday.
From who? Where'd you hear this?
I got sources.
What's your source? Me?
No, I got sources.
I guess I spent a little money.
Yeah, is that true?
I guess so.
What'd you buy? Hopefully it was for me. A gift for me, since I never really got a birthday gift.
No.
Maybe you bought a birthday gift for your mother. You couldn't even remember tomorrow's her birthday, so obviously you did.
I bought a new driver.
You bought a new driver. Like a car? Like someone's going to be driving you around?
No.
No?
A golf driver.
Oh, a golf driver.
And then I went to Sittler. You know the driver I wanted? The G400? They had one there.
Yeah.
Used.
Yeah.
It was about the same price. I kind of was triggered till I hit it today. I'm pounding the thing like 260 on off-centered hits.
Good.
On a centered hit, it's going past that. It might carry 260.
Good.
Carbon crown driver. I might have to change the weights around. I'm not liking the flight. I want a little bit higher of a flight.
So, you're telling me drivers have weights in them now that you can move around?
Yes.
Like is it like a stick shift?
No. On tailor-made drivers, it's kind of like that. They have a forward and backward weight and a side to side. But no, this is just, there's a 14-gram weight and a 2-gram weight. I have the 14 in the front and the 2 in the back. So what that's going to do is give me a lower ball flight with low spin. And then I want to possibly switch them so I'll get a higher ball flight with a little more spin. It depends, I guess, what I'm playing.
Yeah.
What one I kind of want. If I'm going to play a links course, I think I want that low ball flight.
Oh, absolutely.
But if I'm going to play any course really around here, that higher ball flight might be a little bit better.
Yeah. So while we're on the subject of sports, let's start with sports tonight. Sports.
There was a hockey game today.
There was. You know what? I saw that, but
I think it was an exhibition game.
it was an exhibition game. The real stuff starts Saturday, and we will be doing our preview show Friday night.
And I'll be watching the FA Cup Saturday. That's way more important.
Okay.
Not that City's playing, but I'd rather watch that than
Okay. Now,
the opening game.
You said to me, we can't talk soccer because when we talk soccer, we lose people.
That
so
sucks.
Let's not talk soccer.
FA Cup, though.
So, there's been a few baseball cancellations over the past couple days.
Yeah, you said last show baseball was going to last 10 days.
I did say that.
You're probably about right.
Well, we'll see. Apparently, the Marlins went out a little partying in Atlanta last week before they traveled up to Philadelphia to play their series, and a bunch of them are tested positive now. So God only knows if they're still in Philly. The Yankees series with the Phillies got postponed, so now like the Yankees are going to play Baltimore starting tomorrow, and the Phillies.
Well, that's a little bit easier of a series.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll switch, and
Baltimore's just a little bit worse than the Phillies.
Well, you never know. Who knows?
I mean, the Phillies did lose to the Marlins, I believe, their first game.
They
out.
did. They did.
The Marlins started 1-0.
Let's face it. The Achilles heel of the Phillies will probably once again be their bullpen. It sucks.
Pretty much.
It's kind of sucked for a few years now. They're the type of team that could be up 7-2 going into the seventh and lose 10-8 very, very easily. Yeah.
Talk a little NASCAR.
What do you want to talk about NASCAR?
I don't know. What's the next race?
You know what? I don't know. It's this Sunday and it's somewhere.
Is it at Talladega or Daytona?
No.
I don't care.
No.
That's the only fun tracks.
No, and they're back on NBC, and I don't know if I like the Fox commentators better or the NBC commentators.
I don't really need commentators. Another left turn! I'd be the best commentator. Like, another left turn! Oh, he gets a little run. Another left turn! Oh my God, what's gonna happen next? Oh, a left turn! Are they ever gonna turn right?
Only on a road course.
So only at Glenn's,
Watkins Glen.
and the Indy road course.
Yeah.
If they do that.
Yeah,
Daytona, I think, has a road course.
Yeah, but they don't go on there.
So it might be just Watkins Glen.
Yeah, there used to be a second one. FS1 is better. Okay. So, football. Training camps have opened this week, which means it's right around the corner for football season. Hopefully.
No. I think the NFL should just... No. Who cares about the NFL? Let's be honest.
Well, football also means college football.
I care about that. But the college students aren't going to kneel for the national anthem now, are they? Because they probably won't play.
Who the hell knows what's going to happen in college football?
Well, fine. A Penn State player will not kneel.
Probably. Who knows? I do know, supposedly there's a report out that Tom Brady of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers said if anybody on his team kneels, he's quitting.
I think that's fake.
So, who knows if that's true? Who knows if it's not?
Well, he'll be quitting very quickly then.
Well, we'll see. Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys owner, says nobody kneels on my team. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting to see. And as the season gets closer, if they actually do decide to play, we'll certainly have our preview for the NFL season. And we'll do some type of college football preview, too. My favorite time of the year. But let's talk about the New England Patriots.
They stink.
Now that they're Tom Brady.
They stink.
Well, the question is, are they going to purposely throw their season or not?
No.
Well, let's think about it. Let's think about it.
I don't see why they would have signed Cam Newton then.
Let's think about it. They talked about this a little on Fox Sports today, and it kind of got me thinking. So, NFL is allowing players to sit out the season if they choose, and a bunch of New England starters have chosen to sit out. So, if they throw the season and they get in the top 5, let's say, draft picks, supposedly coming out, there's 3 slam dunk quarterbacks.
Yeah, I don't know what quarterbacks in college are any good right now.
Led by Trevor Lawrence.
He's a stick. He will die in the NFL. He's not going to do much in the NFL.
He'll be a senior. Fields from Ohio State will be a senior.
He's better than Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, he is not.
Yes, he is.
He is. He'll be an all-around better athlete, but
yeah, that's what I meant.
But remember what NFL always looks at Remember that Wonderlic test that we talked about many, many, many years ago?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence is still gonna get sacked once and break an elbow.
Break an elbow?
He's so small. He's like not even
Well,
200
he's not
pounds.
small. He's skinny.
Yeah, he's gonna get decked.
Maybe.
He's gonna be the next Baker Mayfield.
Baker put on a little bit of weight. He's a little on the build side.
But he's
Well, anyway,
kind of a
there's,
flop.
There's also a quarterback somewhere in the Dakotas, I believe, that's coming out. That's like a Division I AA or something like that. That supposedly can't miss either. So, who knows? Is New England gonna? You wouldn't put it past Emperor Palpatine to do something like that.
Emperor Palpatine, what?
The coach. When he wears the hoodie, he looks like Emperor Palpatine.
I guess. I mean, he's wearing blue, not black.
So yes. By the way, Micah Parsons is in the top 7 of the early look for next year's draft.
Yeah.
Penn State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few Penn State people that might go pretty early next year.
There might be.
Couple in the first 2 rounds or up to like 5.
Interesting. The NFL top 100 players came out, and all right, first off, I'm not an Eagles fan. Let's just get that out there. Let's just get that out there.
Yeah, he's a Jets fan.
I am. Well, again, where I grew up, got the New York channels, but
At least you didn't say Bengals fan or
No.
something like
well,
that.
hey, at least the Bengals made it to 2 Super Bowls.
Or the Redskins fan.
The Washington football
The
team.
Washington football. I love that name.
So, no, what did I say?
The Eagles
The
fan.
Eagles. Oh, yes. Carson Wentz is not in the top 100 players.
He's not that good.
I found that interesting. I find that very interesting.
Is Nick
Josh
Foles-
Allen is in the top 100 quarterbacks.
Is Nick Foles in the top 100?
I don't believe he is either. Mitch Trubisky, I believe, though, is in the top 100.
Okay. He is worse than Carson
Wentz isn't, and is it because of the Super Bowl hangover that, he led them there and then got hurt, and Nick Foles took him to the Super Bowl?
Well, there's a nickname for him. Big Nick. You can fill in the blank. Big Wee Wee.
big wee wee?
Yeah, Big Wee Wee Nick.
Big wee wee Nick. Okay.
Put in the other word.
Big schlong Nick?
Yeah, Big Schlong Nick. That works.
Okay.
Big Schlong Nick.
Okay.
Because, Carson Wentz wouldn't have won the Super Bowl.
Who knows? We'll never know.
He got a little knee injury.
We'll never know. We'll never know. What movie was I watching recently? It was it was about high school football. It wasn't Varsity Blues.
It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Clash of the...
No, it's not Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans.
No,
That's the one I was thinking
no.
of. Because that's high school.
But it was out of the 70s or 80s. No, not the movie.
Oh.
The team that they were speaking of.
Oh.
And they won the championship.
Uh-huh.
The play that they won on,
Uh-huh.
Philly. So Philly was run 30 some odd years ago.
There's no way it was the same play.
Oh, that play's been around for... There was a team out in the western part of Pennsylvania, high school team, that won in 6A, won their 6A Western Conference title on that same play. Obviously, 2 months before the Super Bowl.
It's a pretty good play. If you're on the goal line, they're gonna put everybody on the line.
It is.
You run out, you put the quarterback to the right, the running back takes it, throws it to the wide open quarterback.
Yeah.
Real hard.
Yeah.
It's honest as long as the quarterback catches it, basically.
Yes. All right. That's the extent of sports that we're going to talk about tonight.
What?
I mean, we could talk about my horses. They're still not running. Laneway was supposed to run yesterday. Got scratched. He threw a hind quarter. Kicked the stall. So they want to hold him out for a little bit.
So they had him on the track.
No.
Oh.
No. No.
He kicked his stall.
Yeah. They do that sometimes.
He was pissed.
Probably was. Wayno had another workout today. His first 5 furlong workout in a few months, so he's getting ready to come back to the races. American Heiress, she has moved to Belmont's training truck, so she's getting ready to race. And the other one, he's a little back behind yet. The one thing that I didn't like, I was going to post a video, and I didn't, about American Heiress. Now, don't forget, she's out of American Pharoah, and for those of you who know horse racing, know who American Pharoah is. So the only thing I didn't like about the video, she raced on the outside of another horse for 3 furlongs. Or 4 furlongs, whatever it was. And coming down the stretch, her head wasn't turned this way. It was turned this way. That means she's not focused. Got to get her head turned, looking straight. That'll come with age. A little immature, obviously. She's only 2 still. But yeah, her head was turned that way. It's weird to watch a horse run this way while their head's facing that way. It's interesting. Can you run this way while your head faces that way?
Yeah, until I run into something. I mean, if I'm running on a track, yeah, I could look this way and run. And run in a straight line still. It's fine. It's
You think you could run in a straight line?
Yeah.
You really think?
Yeah.
I bet you couldn't.
Okay.
I bet you could not run. I bet you could not run 100 meters and stay in like lane 5. I bet you can't. We'll have to try it sometime. I bet you can't.
So when they're done with the turf field, so the track is open.
Yeah.
Or we can go to Elko.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I'll bet somewhere you go. Now, obviously not looking at 1 o'clock. Looking at like 2:30.
Oh, so I'm only looking there?
Yeah, well, 3 o'clock would be that way.
I could still see.
Yeah, but you got to be focused on that. You can't like be looking one eye here and one eye there.
Well, that's impossible.
Gotta stay focused there.
A human cannot focus on 2 different things.
See? Well, sure, but you're gonna run the way you're looking eventually.
No, if I'm looking that way, I could still see that way.
I bet you go out of the track line.
Whatever.
In 100 yards, I bet you will.
100 yards?
Yeah, 100 yards.
You said 100 meters.
Oh, sorry, 100
I
meters.
would say 100 yards is a little shorter.
Yes. 100 meters.
20 yards.
100 meters. Absolutely.
Sure.
And I'll even time it, and you'll probably run in about 26 seconds.
26. Sub 14.
So, there's this big story going around America these days about seeds coming in the mail.
I'm kind of curious, the jersey that's going to come soon. It got to the United States, I think, today or yesterday.
My jersey?
No. It's my city jersey.
Oh, yeah?
That
Wait, you think it's going to come with seeds?
What are the seeds? They're not saying what they are.
They're telling you don't plant them.
But what are they?
Nobody knows.
You got to tell me what they are first.
Nobody knows. The U.S. Agriculture Department says do not plant them, do not eat them, don't do anything with them. Some places say burn them, some places say don't even burn them.
Plant one.
No, because it could be an environmental hazard. How do you know? Maybe like a praying mantis is going to pop out and eat you.
No, they pray.
And then they eat.
No, they look
Don't
like
you?
this.
Don't you pray before you eat?
No. Do you? Maybe when you were 10.
You're supposed to pray. You're supposed to pray before you eat. So anyway,
Food.
there's a bunch of seeds go around. So if you get these seeds,
Namaste.
first off, I want to know about it. And then don't plant them. And supposedly, like, they're different kinds of seeds. Because I've seen pictures of people who have gotten these, and they're like different kinds.
Tan ones, I've seen black ones.
Yeah. And like I've seen ones that are like bigger, like sunflower seeds, and I've seen ones that are like mouse poop size. So it's interesting.
They want something. They want us to plant them for some reason.
Interesting. So let's see what comes of that. Sooner or later, the U.S. Agricultural Department will tell us what's going on with these things.
They're flowers.
I don't know why our message board is so dead anymore. I don't know what's going on with you people. So
maybe that's why you're insulting the crowd. You people.
That's an
insult.
Well, fine. I'll call you Yous from now on. Yous.
Is that English?
English, use. Well, it's Pennsylvania Dutch. Use.
Did you learn that at Sacred Heart?
No. So, anyway,
Or Alversnizhnia?
Bill Barr went in front of Congress today. The House Judiciary Committee, led by Rep. Jerry Nadler.
Your best friend.
Jerry got in a car accident on the way to the thing today, so it started like an hour late. He was all right, though. I'm sure he wasn't driving. Can't imagine. Don't even know if he could fit behind the steering wheel.
Damn.
By the way, Jerry Nadler used to be like really fat, and then he lost a bunch of weight. And I don't think he's gotten new pants. Because he wears his pants up around his boobs. In some of his pictures, it's something.
You saying he's Pee Wee Herman?
It's interesting sometimes when you see pictures of him. You know, so Sunday, a conservative reporter ran into him in Washington, D.C. Not a well-known conservative reporter, but had his picture taken. Guess what Jerry wasn't wearing? And no, he had pants on. He did not have a mask on. Monday, he was caught having lunch. Guess what he didn't have on him? A mask. What do you know? And today he gets in an accident. He's 3 for 3. Probably was. Maybe actually he was wearing a mask in the car. Maybe that's why the accident happened. Who knows?
People that wear a mask in their car, I don't understand. And gloves. I've seen people driving with like rubber gloves on and a mask. I'm like, are you that paranoid?
It could be they just forget.
One day I'm going to walk past somebody and go.
No, you'll end up being arrested.
Why?
Speaking of, you were probably sleeping today, but there was a knock on our door at about 8:45 this morning.
Yeah.
Were you up? You
No,
were up at quarter,
I
or you
was
were up and
not.
fell back to sleep?
No,
it was
I got up like 9:15.
It was a fairly heavy knock.
Ah.
It was.
Somebody sounds mad.
The police were at our door.
For what?
Wanting to know who did not sweep up the grass out on the road when they mowed it last night.
We didn't mow the grass. Seriously, they were that mad about grass?
Yeah.
Ooh, what are you gonna do? Slip on it?
It's a town ordinance. Can't have grass on the street
Never heard.
because it gets into the water system if it rains.
I've seen many people put grass in the road.
Yes. So
And snow.
I was the good Samaritan. I went out and cleaned it up. Took 3 minutes.
But like, they did it.
I was the good Samaritan. So
No, I did not hear that. Because I put up a blackout curtain in my room.
it's about time.
I definitely did sleep better.
Uh-huh.
But I only put one. So there's still light coming in my room, but I don't have direct sunlight in my face. I will say it makes my room about 50% to 80% darker.
As it should.
It's-
Hence the blackout curtain.
It's good. I like it.
Good. Maybe I'll go buy some.
They're like $10 a curtain. Pretty good quality. But, and they're from Walmart, which is kind of interesting how they're good quality.
So anyway, the Attorney General was in front of this House Judiciary Committee, and it was the most childish, disgusting display of pure adult politics that I've ever seen. For those of you that haven't watched it, try to go watch a clip of it, because all the Democrats that were questioned did the same exact thing. There's, 17, 18, 19, 20 Democrats on the committee, and they all did the same exact thing. So basically what happens is Barr gives his statement, and then Nadler, since he's the chairman, he gets to ask questions first. And he gets basically to ask for as long as you want for him. It's usually about 15 minutes. And then Jim Jordan, who's the ranking member of the Republicans, gets to ask him 15 minutes of questions, or 10 minutes, depending upon how long it's up. And then every other member, rotating between Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican, gets 5 minutes. And the majority party always has more people in the committee, which, of course, because you got to vote stuff out of the committee. So if you have the same number, it's always going to be a tie, basically. So nothing would ever come out of committee. But, so, we're going to role play a little bit here. I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'll think of a question that you'll know. And then you start giving me the answer. Then I'm going to be a Democrat on the committee.
Is this going to be as funny as you being a millennial?
No.
Oh.
No. This shows how disgusting it was. Okay, Attorney General Barr, thank you for showing up here today. We appreciate it. Yes or no question for you.
Yeah.
Tell me the best way to drive a golf ball 300 yards. Now, obviously, that's not a yes or no question.
Yes!
Obviously, that is not a yes or no question. So tell me how to drive a golf ball 300 yards.
Yes. You said yes or no. You want to buy a better driver, A. You want...
Attorney General, I said it was a yes or no question. I reclaim my time. That was the phrase we all learned today if you watched it. I reclaim my time. If you heard it once, you heard it 56 times. And I am not exaggerating on that number.
I'm going to fix your desk, put your highlighter back.
I'm not exaggerating when I go by that number. That's all you heard it. I'm reclaiming my time. Because whenever he tried to answer a question, they stopped him dead. And eventually, after about 5 hours of this, he started to get pissed. You could tell. Plus, he was hungry. Because they didn't give him lunch. And he asked... When he asked for lunch, Nadler, who fell asleep at some point during the hearing...
Good.
It was funny. There's actually video of this. He said, well, we only got a couple more people to go. So then he asked for a 5-minute break, and Nadler said no.
She just got up and walked out.
So Barr said, you're a real class act. And then Nadler relented, and he gave him the 5 minutes. Bad optics. Somebody was probably in his ear saying, no, give him the break. But literally, if they said it once, they said it 56 times. I reclaim my time. So then, basically, when they got done, the first question the Republican would ask is, Attorney General Barr, would you like to comment on what, since they wouldn't let you answer, would you like to comment? So they would spend 2 minutes on that, so then the Republicans only had 3 minutes to talk. That's the shit that goes on the Democratic side.
Cool.
They are the worst. We should have purge.
I saw a
purge.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Talking about the purge. Some person's apartment building lost power. So he took a boombox and played the purge thing. Everything was black. So he played the purge thing, and that would have been
That would have been funny.
That's something I would do.
Yes. So
I said I would get stabbed if I did that. That's what I got told. You would get stabbed if you do that.
So I say we have a Democratic purge the opposite way. They're only safe for 12 hours a year. For 364 days and 12 hours, you can wipe them out.
Interesting.
12 hours on whatever day it was, March the 23rd or something like that. March something. It's somewhere in March. From 7 to 7, they're safe. Any other time, wipe those assholes out. That was such a disgusting display that they did today.
I showed you that TikTok, and you weren't gonna get stabbed. She did show me the TikTok.
That would be funny.
Well, she's like terrified of the purge siren.
I know. That would be a good trick to play because, if you know where the fuse box is, you just turn the master switch and the whole house goes black. Then you just start playing the music. That'd be cool.
Or you play the Halloween music.
Yeah. Yes. So while this was going on today, the presumptive Democrat nominee went in front of reporters again.
Okay.
It's elderly abuse to watch what they put this guy through. He was doing it at some like community center or wherever, close to his house, and he comes out and he makes an opening statement and he thanks everybody for showing up, and he names the place where they showed up, and it wasn't the place. And then he caught himself. He goes, I was just joking. I was just joking. Like, he didn't even remember where he was. And then he's got this list. Like he'll answer this question, and he'll look down the list, and who he has to call on next. Ned Jehoshaphat's from the New England Journal of Cryonics. And then he asks what, and he like listens. And one of the things that they said, they brought up COVID, of course. Of course. The funny thing is, at the end, they were so nice and polite to him, which of course they're going to be. And when he was done, they all stood up, gave him a golf clap, as he stumbled off. And then they put his mask on.
Was he drunk?
No, that's just his normal walk. That's his normal. But they asked him about COVID, and he said, we should listen to the doctors. We should listen to the scientists. We should listen to Dr.
Yeah, they said the
Phatts.
masks don't help, so I'm not wearing it.
Which got me thinking. I'm sure for those of you that like to peruse through Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, there were these group of frontline doctors that stood in front of the Supreme Court yesterday. Why they decided to do it at the Supreme Court, who knows? And they gave a press conference to talk about hydroxychloroquine. Can you imagine I remembered how to say that right?
Yeah, apparently it cures COVID.
But can you imagine that I actually said that right without writing it down?
You want a cookie?
Can you? But like, what was the word that I couldn't do for forever?
A.
So yes,
You said ah.
How they're saying, that with zinc and something else cures
COVID.
COVID.
I think it just kills it and kills you.
So Facebook took it down last night. They called it false. I don't know how Facebook knows it's false. Didn't know they were medical experts. Twitter took it down. YouTube took it down. Twitter actually banned Trump's son for posting it. I was going to play clips of this thing. I don't want my show to get banned, so I'm not going to play clips of this.
I saw a post on Facebook. I don't know if it's real, but it's a picture of a news. I don't know what news. I forget which one. It said that doctors are worried that the coronavirus is dropping too fast, or whatever.
Political doctors, I'm sure.
What? If cases are going down, isn't that a good thing?
You would think.
I mean, who the hell knows what they actually are? Watch 10,000 people have it. That's about it.
Who knows? Who knows? So yes. So Biden is out there saying, listen to the doctors, listen to the scientists, and you have actual frontline doctors saying hydroxychloroquine. See,
Hydroxychloroquine.
I stumbled over it.
Hydroxychloroquine, or whatever.
Will cure it, and social media takes it down and calls it false.
Because it's not November yet.
Sounds a little fascist.
It's not November yet.
That is true, it is not.
In November, that will stay up, and all of a sudden it'll grace joy in everybody. But until November, it's Trump's fault. Because he's been in politics for 3 years. While everybody else, Biden's been in there, 51. And they still can't figure out the problems from 50 years ago. But it's still Trump's fault.
It is, yes.
That's right.
It is.
And Pelosi's been in office for 30-some years. It's in the 30s.
She's drunk every day.
But it's still Trump's fault.
It is Trump's fault.
It's Trump's fault that Floyd died, too, probably.
It is. Mm-hmm.
It's Trump's fault that bowling ball cracked over there.
Really?
No. It's Trump's fault that I sliced the ball. according to most people.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Trump's fault that I sliced my finger 6 years ago before he became president.
That's right. It's Trump's fault that I lost money in the stock market today. Like $10.
I lost a little more.
Our stock kind of went like,
Yeah.
Bitcoin must have started falling towards the end of the day.
It must have. It must have. So, yes. So, social media has taken us down.
Oh?
Oh? What am I owing? No. True.
What? How is that true?
So, these doctors had a second press conference today in front of the Supreme Court because also their website got taken down last night by their service provider. Interesting. Or their web hosting company for violating the terms of service of their website. How interesting is that? Sounds a little fascist to me. Interesting. I would like to take the good doctor, Fauci. I would love to give him a blood test. To see if he has hydroxychloroquine in his system.
No.
I bet he does. I left you silent.
Why would he? It's not tested.
Oh, it's tested all right.
On what? An animal?
No, that's a malaria drug. It's been around for 70 freaking years.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Where have you been? Hello, McFly.
Hello, McFly.
You're a whore.
According now, two people think that. Well, she said it in all caps. You said it in lowercase.
She did. So, stupid me, last Friday, forgot to do stupid laws of Connecticut.
What did I do last Friday? Did I go anywhere?
It was kind of hot out last Friday.
I saw I sent a text I'm on my way to some number that I don't even know.
Oops.
It started with like 215.
That's down by Philly.
I don't know. I know I didn't run that way.
Does the dude
They didn't reply.
the guy you're living with up at Penn State, was that his number? Because he lives down that way.
Nope. I don't know. Because I didn't have a name. I didn't know who it was.
Okay, then. Alrighty.
So I was trying to figure out what I was doing Friday.
Sit and think about it. You'll think about it. So, stupid laws of Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Stupid laws. In Connecticut, it is illegal to keep town records in the same place liquor is sold.
Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting. There's a bike speed limit in Connecticut of 65 miles an hour. It's very interesting to get a bike above 65 miles an hour. Now, we're not talking about a motorbike or a dirt bike. We're talking about, a bike you pedal.
You going down some steep hill and not pressing the brakes.
Yes. This one I thought was a little weird. In order for a pickle to be officially considered a pickle, it must bounce.
So, if I chuck a pickle into the ground, it doesn't bounce, it's not a pickle. It's cute. It's cucumber.
It's a cucumber. I don't know. You gotta be able to bounce a pickle for it to be a pickle.
I'm gonna go to the store and grab a pickle just to see if it bounces.
Oh, yes. It is illegal to discharge a firearm from a public highway, so no protesters are allowed in Connecticut on, stopping traffic on the highways.
I'd still run them over.
Here's an interesting one. It is illegal to dispose of used razor blades.
What am I supposed to do with the razor blade?
Collect them, I guess.
Eat it?
I don't know. What are you going to do with the razor blades?
Eat it?
I have no idea. In Hartford, you are not allowed to cross the street while walking on your hands.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, fair enough. I'd love to see you try.
Yeah. In Southington, silly string. Can't have it. No silly string in
I'm moving
Southington.
to Southington.
No silly string. That's fun. In Rocky Hill, you could open up an arcade in Rocky Hill,
Okay.
but you cannot have more than 4 amusement devices in there.
It's not an arcade then. 4.
4.
So you're gonna have the 4 machines of Gauntlet.
Sure.
And there you go. There's your
4.
arcade.
Interesting. In Meriden, you cannot use a bean whistle in public. I don't really know what a bean whistle is.
I don't know. It grows beans.
It grows beans. I don't know. Here's an interesting one. In Waterbury, Connecticut,
Yeah.
it is illegal for a beautician to hum, whistle, or sing while she's doing her thing with a customer.
Cool.
So no humming Inagata Davida, the 45-minute version.
If you knew every note to Inagata Davida, the 40-minute version, I'd be pretty impressed.
That's still a great Simpsons episode where he changes the sheet music at the church to the long version of Inagata Davida. And then he starts singing it. It's funny. It is funny. In Guilford, you may display Christmas lights. It's nice of them, but they only could be white.
Racist.
Yep. No colored lights. No colored lights. In some areas of Connecticut, if you frown in public, you have to pay a fine of $1.
So if I frown constantly, do I only ever have to pay $1?
I don't know. I don't know.
So as long, or is it like every second I frown, I gotta pay $1?
I don't know. I don't know. It is against the law to see a UFO.
Oh.
Oh, oh.
Oh!
Oh, oh.
Oh!
Oh, oh, oh. The right stuff. So, you're not allowed to see a UFO. So what you want to do is if you know there's going to be a UFO, get right by that state line of like either Massachusetts or Rhode Island so you can just jump over the line quick. There it goes. And then jump back. You're not allowed to see a UFO in Connecticut. Do you remember was it Colorado, I think it was California, where if a cat was out at night it had to have lights on its tail, remember that? Connecticut has a similar law. Horses are not allowed out on the streets and the highways at night unless the animal has a bright red tail light securely attached to its rump.
We're not going to staple it to its rump. Or glue it.
Tape.
Duct tape. Hey, everything can be fixed with duct tape.
Yes. Yes. Here's an interesting one. In certain towns of Connecticut, it is illegal for fire trucks to travel faster than 25 miles an hour, even when they're going to an emergency.
Oh, good.
So your house is on fire, and the fire truck still can only go 25 miles an hour. Huh? What? On Sundays, in certain parts of Connecticut, it is illegal for a man to kiss his wife. But apparently it's illegal for the wife to kiss her husband. Apparently. And last but not least, in certain towns of Connecticut, you cannot educate your dogs.
I guess I can't educate you in Connecticut.
So,
What are you? Are you Scooby-Doo? Are you Scooby-Doo?
I just did that at the end.
Am I Shaggy?
No, you're Velma.
Actually, I'm wearing the right color shirt for Shaggy.
You're Velma.
I'm Velma.
You know, Velma they actually came out and said, believe it or not, speaking of that,
She's bi.
a lesbian or something like that. Yeah. Let's just destroy a TV show that was out in the 60s or 70s or whatever Scooby-Doo came out. Yeah. Now they're saying she was a lesbian.
I just didn't know characters had a... I didn't know it mattered.
I mean, it makes sense. She's kind of ugly.
Still, though.
Now, Daphne's not. Of course, she's not. Fred, who knows? Got that silly tie on. That thing that he wore. The scarf thing. Never know. Never know. Never know.
You want a Scooby snack?
Sure.
Do you want a Scooby snack? Do you want a Scooby snack? Okay.
So, Friday, I believe Delaware is next. I believe that is our next.
Oh, I can't see what lays we broke there. What laws we broke there.
You know for sure I'll be digging high and low to see if there's a law that fits the Joe Biden in Delaware. I believe Delaware is next. Alabama, Alaska. I had to do this in grade school. Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut. I believe Delaware is next.
Do you want me to look?
Yeah, sure. We are not going to do the District of Columbia, by the way.
Who cares? Yes.
Delaware,
Florida, Georgia.
Oh, and then Hawaii.
Hawaii. Or it's actually Hawaii. I think it's how you're supposed to say it. Hawaii.
Apparently they got spared by the hurricane that was coming out that way.
Yeah, spared.
They had a shower.
I think like half the state like closed everything.
They had a shower.
We've had something like that before where
we did. It was
high
going to
school
slam in New Jersey. We were supposed to go to a PJBT in Jersey.
Okay.
It was a 2-day event. It was like the second day of the Parker Bone, and we didn't go to the Parker Bone because it was supposed to be a hurricane, and then we ended up driving down that morning, and we scared Matt because we hid.
Sure.
Remember we beat him there?
Yeah, and that's when I left at 1910. That was the day I did that.
Was it really?
It's the only time I ever bowled in that center in Howell. Never do I want to go back again.
You might do better.
I think
now.
it was 19 and 20.
We have that. Do we have that on live stream? No.
You didn't. It was in qualifying.
Oh,
It was the last game of qualifying.
Which one do we have on live stream?
What?
When I call you the Prodigy, and then the very next shot you do something stupid.
Oh, I don't know.
You've said this to me dozens of times. It's like the shot after.
Yeah, that was when I left the 1910.
Okay.
Because I won brackets or something.
Oh.
Or a free entry, and you said, "Oh, the winner is the Prodigy," and I was
Oh,
on the approach, and I almost got 3 off the left. Instead, I hit the 2-pin and left the 1910.
Nice.
I got 2 of them.
Nice.
I
The 9 and the 10?
No, I got the 1 and the 10. I was like, how am I supposed to shoot this?
Speaking of PJBT fans, it's back.
Sort of.
On August 9th, we'll be doing the preview show. So it'll be on our other YouTube channel, Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. And then the week after, we're going to be doing what was supposed to be the season-ending tournament that got canceled on the 16th. So further information will be released on that.
She wants a Scooby snack.
She wants a Scooby snack. Good for her. Good for her.
And she said at the 1910 because I suck.
Anything else? Anybody going to say anything tonight? You guys have been quiet. I don't like quiet.
The fact when the most comments is from Kiana, that really says something.
I like that. I don't. Did Daryl like? What happened to Daryl? I don't know. I'm disappointed in Daryl. Maybe he's doing his taxes. Maybe.
Right. Maybe he's fixing the shed.
Speaking of, boy, did we have fun Saturday and Sunday.
We did?
We have these shrubs at our house.
I could have been on your shoulders and we still wouldn't have
They
been
were probably about shoulder high when we moved in here in 2006.
Yeah, a little high. Really head high. for you.
Yeah, they were very high now.
Like I said, I could have been standing on your shoulders, and I still don't think we'd be able to see over them. Yeah, they're gone.
They're now gone. They're now gone.
And they're gone.
With the help of our awesome next door neighbor, we sawed those suckers down.
Yeah, maybe I should just go out at one time when I feel like it and just cut down all the stuff in the back.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'll do it at 6 in the morning, and all of a sudden you'll come downstairs and see that the backyard's empty.
I'd probably hear it since my room faces the back.
Kind of. I didn't hear.
And your room
This
faces
morning.
the front. Yeah. He was loud.
But I heard Jose on Sunday when he just went. I heard that because you were like, Daniel, and I'm like, I heard it. Give me a minute. I got to put like a shirt and shorts on.
Were you naked?
I had underwear on.
Thanks for sharing.
As if you've never sat here with just underwear on.
No, I haven't. No,
You
never done that.
You tell me you've never just wore underwear. You tell me you sleep and not. What do you sleep in?
In bed, sure, that's different.
I was
When I'm
in bed.
But you weren't sleeping.
No, I was still in bed. I didn't get up.
I'm not going to ask what else you were doing. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, have a great evening. We will see you. Is there a fly in here? Something just felt like it landed on me.
Here, I'll use this next time. This will hurt. I'll go get a knife and a cheese packing, and we'll see. Tell you to open it.
It felt like something landed on me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you Friday night when, amongst other things, we will be talking about our picks for the first round of the hockey playoffs, stupid laws from Delaware, whatever you guys want to talk about, because it's supposed to be Open Air Friday, where we talk about what you guys want to talk about. By the way, I did want to talk about one other thing.
She said, "Are you sure your room faces the front?"
I do want to talk about one other thing. And it's going back to Biden, and I should have wrote this down in my notes, and that's why I forgot to talk about it, because actually I think I did write it down. I did not. Notre Dame.
Can't stand that school.
They were supposed to hold a presidential debate. They have now backed out of the presidential debate. They're the second of the three that have now backed out, citing COVID-19 concerns.
Bite me.
Yeah, you don't have to have a crowd at the debate. You could do it very few people. You know they don't want Biden debating Trump. Unless if it's online, where he could have an earpiece in, or somebody has a poster board.
Why? Because Trump
telling
will
him,
rape
Trump
him?
will wipe the floor with him in a debate.
He wiped the floor against Hillary.
Right. Oh, the best thing in the Hillary was when he said, "And you belong in jail." that was the best. That was the best. So yes, I am putting out the offer to the campaigns right now because I know you guys watch the show. You may not watch it live, but you watch the reruns. I know you do.
You're on the couch.
I know you do. You can have the debate right here in the studios of Phatts TV. I am offering you this studio for free. Free. That means you don't have to pay. I mean, you could buy us a pizza or something. That'd be nice of you. Maybe some wings, too. Birch beer, white birch beer. White birch beer would be good. Yeah.
I'll just have a water. It's okay. Or no Palmer.
So, I would like to hear from the campaigns. I'm offering up to you. We'll even take down the flag. By the way, for those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, you'll see today I posted a sign with Joe Biden holding up a Trump 2020
I saw
thing.
that.
That was not Photoshopped. He actually did that.
Yeah, okay.
They told him it said Biden, and he just... Oh, okay.
Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, until we see you... I meant to hit you a little harder there. I just
You kind of
got at
missed.
the edge. To get you back for the fly. Until we see you Friday night. Remember, where we go one.
We go all.
Oh, can you say it a little more professional?
We go all.
Professional.
We go all.
Very good. See ya.